Fancy lad.
Fancy lad.
Fancy
Podcast. Fancy lad.
Fancy
Podcast.
lad.
Gonna talk to my friends. Gonna
Fancy
share a thought.
lad.
Gonna have a laugh. That's what I
Fancy
thought.
lad.
Fancy lad. The
Fancy
Fancy
lad.
Lad Podcast. Fancy lad. Fancy lad
Fancy
Podcast. Yeah.
And we are back.
Oh, yes, indeed, we are back. And where are we, Bigzo?
We're back.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost.
Yep.
Just want to get that out of the way.
Please get it out of the way.
Just wanted to reiterate.
Please reiterate.
Well, I feel like I already have.
Oh,
but
okay. I'm just saying. Oh, okay.
I can reiterate again, but I don't want to sound redundant.
Okay, how about thank you for reiterating?
Thank you
Okay.
for
You're
thanking
welcome.
me.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
And also thank you for thanking me. A lot of people don't do that these days.
Honestly, what does this society come to?
I mean, do you want it alphabetical?
Yeah, that would actually kind of help me.
Okay, well, a lot of people are assholes.
Mm-hmm. Asshole starts with A. That makes sense.
Be nicer to people, you asshole.
Are you calling me an asshole, or
Oh, no, this is just to everyone. I mean,
so I'm included?
so
in
you
that?
are included. Yeah, okay, so that's my bad. You are included for sure.
All right.
Okay.
Why don't we just go with C, and we'll see if we're going to go with D.
You know what? We will see next Tuesday if we go with D.
You son of a gun.
Mm-hmm.
If we go with the D,
If we go with the D, we will see
you next Tuesday.
next Tuesday.
Why? What's happening next Tuesday?
New episode of the podcast.
Oh my God, that makes so much
That
sense.
does make so much sense because you know it happens every single Tuesday.
Yeah, that's a good sign off. Honestly,
Mhm.
we should start saying "see you next Tuesday."
Oh my goodness! What? All right. You know what? Maybe this is the first episode that we start that.
Okay. Yeah. We'll. Yeah. We're still high off of this intro where we said that we were back, so I don't
Mhm.
want to make any hasty claims.
That's true. And also, full disclosure, Engineer Victor is going crazy right now. He was doing some rewiring behind the computer. I don't know what's going on. All right, now he's looking like he's not going crazy. He's trying to make me look crazy.
Yeah, actually, that's true. He's kind of chilling pretty hard.
You saw him though.
Oh, I saw him.
You saw him back there.
I did. Back there.
Mhm.
That reminds me.
Mhm.
We are back.
Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Yes, on the Fancy Lab podcast.
In the Fancy Lad Podcast studio.
We got Zebo at the door checking wristbands.
Yo, Zebo!
Hello. Oh wow.
I didn't even know he fucking talked.
Yeah, me neither. Zebo, can we hear something else? He's shaking his head no.
Wow. Well, at
We got
least
one.
A hello is more than enough.
Yeah, I mean, I feel honored, honestly.
Yeah. And, I think it's important that we
Mhm.
tell the people where we are while we record it. I mean, you can just try to assume if you're a regular listener that we're in the Fancy Lad Podcast studio, but
Right.
What if we weren't? I'm saying, what if we were like David Bowie
Mhm.
wanting to go to Berlin just to do the podcast,
Instead of 3 albums, we just do 3 episodes.
Exactly.
Or 3 seasons.
I think we should. I think we should fly to Berlin
Mhm.
just to set the mood
Mhm.
and record 3 episodes in Berlin.
Do we bring old Sourpuss himself along?
I think we have to at this point.
I mean, we got to. We got
You
to.
still got Eno's number, right?
Oh, yeah, I got it right here. I mean, I can call him right now if you want.
Could you?
Yeah, I'll call him. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Hello?
Wow. He actually answered. Is this Brian Eno?
Yeah.
You
Who's
said,
that?
this is Bigzo from the Fancy Lad Podcast.
Oh.
I'm with my co-host Tom. You sound a lot different than what I've heard from interviews.
Yeah, well, that's my interview voice. This is my phone voice.
Interesting. So you have a different voice for every occasion?
Yeah, I got a different voice every occasion. It's my phone voice.
I gotta say, the phone voices kind of take me by surprise,
Why is that? What's surprising about phone voice?
Well, I mean, I guess it sounds somewhat European, maybe. I don't know.
Mhm.
But you seem a a lot more genteel the rest of the time that I've heard you talk. Now,
yeah, genteel. I can be genteel.
okay, well, now you honestly sound a little annoying, and it's a little aggravating talking to you.
Oh, sorry there, Bigzo. I had some sort of frog in me throat.
That's better.
Oh, it is. You think this is better?
Yeah, because you sound a lot more like Michael Caine, and it's a lot more disarming than that last voice you had.
Okay, hold on one more second. Hello there. Well, I was me, Bright Eno.
Okay, we're back on the Fancy Lad podcast talking to Brian Eno.
Yeah, just excuse me. I was trying some of my character whack.
I'm sorry, did you say carrot to whack?
I said Carrot Top is my favourite actor.
Oh. Well, I mean, that's...
Oh, I got another call
pretty
coming in.
obvious.
Gotta go.
Oh my God, I was going to ask him about chairman of the board. What the hell?
Oh, dude. I mean, he's hard to keep on the phone. But that was a big get for the episode.
That's true. Having Brian Eno on just the intro?
Just the intro, Brian Eno shows up, does several impressions, one that is recognizable.
Wait, he was doing impressions?
Well, I guess he was doing a Michael Caine voice there.
That's true.
I don't know what the other things were.
Yeah. I mean, having it... I mean, that's nothing compared to the guests that we're going to have on. But I'm just saying, it's kind of a good... We haven't had a guest exclusively on the intro. Maybe ever.
That's true.
This is a legendary episode right here.
That is true. This is one small step for man. Giant leap. Big old leap for mankind.
We talking a big old leaps over here.
We talking big old leap for the human race over here.
And when you think of big old leaps, you know what I think of?
What? Oh, my goodness. That did sound like a big old leap. What are you leaping into over there?
You know, actually, I'm leaping into a can of Liquid Death mountain water.
Whoa.
And that's drinking water from the Alps.
Oh, my goodness. Actually from the Alps.
I mean, you're going to have to take their word for it.
No, I mean, I guess so. And you're going to drink it.
It says it right on the can, and you know that the can is mightier than the sword.
I've heard that, kinda, I think. It sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah, I'm going to drink it real quick. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead. Drink the whole thing real quick. 16 ounces. Okay. Wow. 4, 5. Wow. 6 sips. 16 ounces.
Oh, God, that was good. Oh, God, that murdered my thirst.
Wow. Thirst murdered.
Yeah.
You know what? That kind of makes me a little thirsty for some agua.
Oh. Well, in that case, why don't we... This might be a crazy idea. Why don't we take a break? Since I just chugged that entire can of Liquid Death, I can go grab a can of Clown Shoes.
And also take a classic Bigzo piss.
Classic Bigzo piss. You'll grab a Liquid Death. We'll join forces and wrangle up an even more legendary guest than Brian Eno.
Oh, my goodness. Can it get more legendary?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I hope this guest remembers what they sound like.
Eno's going to be a small fry compared to the guests that we have on today.
Oh, man, I could go for a small fry right now. Well, you know what? Let's start off with some Liquid Death, some Clown Shoes, and see what happens.
See how it goes.
All right.
Yeah.
From Clown Shoes Beer is Bubble Farm IPA. The Intergalactic League of Farmers waits for no man, even with a crop as delicate as bubbles. Elegant crops, of course, and no matter the trouble in harvesting them, it's always worthwhile to see those beauties shine. Light in color with a touch of haze, this American IPA maintains an approachable medium body without sacrificing any of the full aroma and flavor of copious dry hopping additions of Simcoe, Azacca, and Idaho 7 hops. You can really taste those delicious Idaho 7 hops. For information on where to buy Clown Shoes Beer or to enlist in the Intergalactic League of Farmers, visit www.clownshoesbeer.com.
Yeah.
And we are back.
Oh, we are back. And you know what, Bigzo? That was a great break.
You know, I hate to say it.
Okay.
It's just one of those breaks you dream about.
It is just one of those breaks you dream about.
It's one of those dreams you break about.
And I've been breaking about dreams so goddamn much lately. It's been, you know what? It's become a serious issue. I can't even get dressed in the morning.
Because you've been dreaming about breaks?
I've been everything. Dreaming about breaks, breaking about dreams, forgetting to get dressed.
So what do you do once you don't get dressed?
I walk down to the train station.
And
try to board the orange line.
Go on.
Mm-hmm. Mike, your neighbor, escorts me out of the T station.
So you found a male escort?
Oh well, yeah. every morning, bright and early at 6:30, I find the same one.
Wow,
and he doesn't look too pleased anytime.
Well, I'd like to think that you managed to find a way to work somehow, though.
No, I haven't been in a while.
All right. Well, I think that's going to be a problem. But let me just get back to the podcast for a second. And let me just tell you that I did find an even better guest than Brian Eno.
Really?
Royalty in the flesh.
Royalty in the flesh.
That's right.
Better than Eno.
Sourpuss himself.
Better than old Sourpuss himself. Well, that's fantastic.
Marbie Princess.
Hi, Marbie.
Hi.
Now, that is, in fact, true. You are, in fact, a princess, right?
Yeah. I became a princess about 4 years ago. It's a marriage thing.
Oh, you married into it.
That's like
No, my mom married into it.
Interesting. Well, congratulations nonetheless. And thanks again for being on the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's so funny. I listen to it all the time. Well, mainly when I fly, but it's I feel like it's like a third wall movie moment right now.
Now, if I had to ask, what's your favorite part of the podcast?
Honestly, probably just you two.
Yes.
It's not when we come back and we're talking about dreaming about breaks, because that's usually my favorite part.
Or is it at the very beginning when we're telling you that we are back on a new episode? Because I feel like those are the two strongest points.
Yeah, and we tell you that we are in fact in the Fanside Podcast studio.
I think it's the sweet spot's like 5 minutes in. I feel like,
actually, I think you're right. I think that's where we peak.
Fuck. God,
it keeps me around, though.
You really do listen to the podcast.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's true. We have all that high energy going into it, and then we bring on the guest, and then we have to, try to ask a bunch of questions about them, and we're like, can we get back to us for just a second?
We want to get off on a tangent.
I wouldn't mind that. I can just listen.
Oh, no.
That would not be any fun for the listeners.
No. See,
but if they're like me, it would be.
Like,
okay,
as a, dedicated listener, we are all about, hard-hitting skateboarding journalism. That's what we've been about since day one with this podcast. And you're one of the few and the privileged who get to actually see the podcast.
That's true. Episode number 77-ish
in the background.
Yeah. The lights up there, pretty good.
Dude, you're like in the studio.
Yeah. Are those custom?
Yeah, they're custom. I had to figure out how to do lighting, how to make wood things that go on ceilings. I had to figure out what a ceiling was. I built this whole studio. It cost a lot more money than if we just paid someone because I didn't know what I was doing.
It almost looks like a Guitar Center.
It almost looks like a Guitar Center. If maybe like the guitar section were slightly further to the right and you just cropped it out, maybe then it was a Guitar Center. But it's our studio.
Yeah.
I love it. It's funny that I don't listen to too many podcasts I can't see, which is doesn't make any sense. But
yeah, that's always weird to me when people are big on the visual format of podcasts. But Bigzo's one of those people.
I also mentioned that before. I won't listen to a podcast unless I can watch it. which is kind of crazy. The only one I probably do is the Conan podcast.
And I don't watch any podcasts. I just listen to them.
I know. It's a
I would
wild
probably
thing.
put this on before bed if there was like moving lights and pictures. It could just be a slideshow.
Maybe we'll just make the podcast image a GIF, and it'll just flash it, so you can have like an epileptic fit while you're trying to go to bed.
Yeah, I feel like that would help. That'll induce sleep.
Yeah, we could have.
Oh yeah, that'll help do sleep for sure.
we could have just I don't know, just some animations of just general talking.
You know what? I'm sure there are plenty of listeners out there that are great with animation. If they want to grab any little segment from any episode, particularly this one, that they find interesting and want to animate it and send it over to Bigzo, we'll post it on the internet and thousands, hundreds of thousands of people will see it.
What are that's what they get? They just get.
Oh, yeah, it's exposure. It's like an internship, Oh, we pay you an exposure, honey. Oh, you're going to want this.
It'll pay off.
Oh, you're going to want this. Yeah.
Marbie, you mentioned Guitar Center. Are you a musician in any way, shape, or form? Because you seem like a very creative individual.
I never really made music until like a couple years ago, and I still don't really know how to like read or like know what notes and stuff are. But I make like music on my keyboard, and I had like a band called Egg Pants for a little bit.
Egg Pants.
Egg Pants.
Yeah.
Good name.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I had broken my leg for the second time, and then my coworkers, like 3 of my coworkers that we didn't really know each other that well, just like started a band, and none of us had really played instruments before, so it was like really fun.
What? Oh, so I guess keyboard is your main instrument, if you were to say they have one.
Yeah.
Egg Pants. Now, where can I find this Egg Pants?
Egg Pants? I think it exists on SoundCloud still, but I also do solo stuff. I think it's MARBZ on SoundCloud, but I haven't uploaded anything in like
Marbs.
Marbs.
I was just wondering because a visual artist yourself, I would just assume, I don't know, that you dabble in more than just one thing.
Yeah,
skateboarding, visual arts. So I'm sure that everyone's a musician. Hell, you know what?
Yeah, you know
everyone's a musician.
Also,
there you go.
You say you thought our studio looked like the inside of a Guitar Center, which leads me to believe you've been inside many a Guitar Center. Which leads me to believe you go up to a Strat and you're like, this one looks pretty fucking tasty. You pick it up, you look around, anyone looking, you plug it into one of the Marshall stacks, and you're just like, bam, 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 bam. Oh, wait, hold on.
One second.
Bam, bam,
No, I swear, I did this yesterday. I can just give me one more try. Hold on.
No, I usually just like go to the electronic section and mess around on weird. There was this like little the first time I ever went was in middle school. It was like next to a keyboard. It had like a theremin pad that you could just slide your finger on. I just thought that was the coolest thing ever. I still think about it. I still have like never seen one. I haven't tried to Google it, but
have you played a real theremin before?
No.
You should you can buy a kit offline for like $50 and build it yourself.
Really?
Yeah, I'm serious. You should. I've done it. It's awesome.
Yeah,
you should do it. It's really cool. That's a very theremin, Bigzo?
You know what? It is. The name of it is just on the tip of my tongue of my brain.
Well, I already gave you the name of it. So you know that.
No, the visual of it of the name is on the.
I'm doing it. This is an oral format, and I'm doing visuals cues here. But anyways, it's an instrument. It's an electronic instrument. You just plug it in an amplifier, and it has 2 antennae on it. One going up and one going to the left. And you play it by placing your hand in between the 2 antennae.
Interesting.
And it's the solo on Good Vibrations, or not the solo, but the part that's like, ooh. It kind of sounds like the ghosts in the hallway. Yeah, it's like, ooh. That's my impression of like the hallway ghosts at Halloween. You know, the motion censored one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so this
It's
is
accurate.
you were saying all this because Marbie is a professional theremin player.
Right. Yeah, but the theremin pad is based off that instrument. It's a very fun instrument. You can build yourself. Everyone look up the kit. Okay, anyhow.
Okay, point being that I was trying to
Mhm.
make Marbie is not a professional theremin player.
Oh, okay.
She is a professional
That's my bad.
skateboarder, okay?
Right.
And hey, congratulations on being a professional skateboarder.
Oh, yeah, good job.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it. I still talk about pro skateboarders as like a separate thing.
Have
Like,
you
I saw a pro skater the other day.
I was gonna say, have you fanned out on any pro skaters living out there in the West Coast? Because we're on the East Coast, we don't see any pros unless we're looking in the mirror.
Hey.
Ow, you hit my sunburn.
Are you okay?
No, you hit my sunburn.
I'm sorry, I didn't know it was winter time, so I didn't know you. Had
You know,
a sunburn. That's
the
kinda
snow
weird.
is very reflective.
I would agree if we had one snowfall so far, but
Anyhow,
anyhow,
Mhm.
who was the last person that you fanned out on out there in jolly old? Are you trying to move to? You said San Francisco. Are you living in L.A.?
Oakland.
Oakland.
I have an apartment in LA,
Mhm.
but I haven't really had to pay unless I'm there. So I've been subleasing my friend's room in Oakland, and then today I just found my own spot. So
also in Oakland.
here, yeah,
Hell yeah.
I like LA, but it's like too intense. It's too much like a movie.
Yeah.
The last skater I fanned out on was probably Vanessa Torres.
Nice.
Vanessa Torres.
Yeah, and it was just kind of like awkward.
Of
I feel like
Element
we'd-
Skateboards fame.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, like first flamingo I'd ever seen.
I just
I
filmed.
saw her
today.
try one.
Really?
Yeah, she didn't land it, but
You know, the in Slip and Die, I do a feeble on a ledge, like a double-sided ledge pop out.
mhm.
And while I was filming it, someone was like, Vanessa Torres did that like 4 years ago. And I was like, well, I'm not Vanessa Torres.
Hey, good point. No one's seen you do it.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Yeah.
I'm not Vanessa Torres. It's like, yeah, no fucking shit. Vanessa Torres did this 4 years ago.
I don't-
It's a fucking double-sided ledge doing a feeble grind on. Just kidding.
ABDs is dumb. I feel like I'd almost like get more out of seeing something that's been done twice now than never seeing something.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's kind of you could take it either way. Yeah, it's been done, but it's like
I mean, what hasn't been done at this
right,
point? you know?
exactly. That's the thing. It's like when people get mad about when Avatar came out, everyone was like, "Oh, it's just Fern Gully." It's like, yeah, no fucking shit. Everything is the same fucking 7 stories over and over again. How many?
I haven't
It's
seen
all the
Fern
same shit.
Gully.
Mhm.
What's that about?
It's about these like essentially there's like this planet and you have these big blue creatures that you go inside of. So it's not
Okay,
like
this
you, but
sounds
it's
exactly like Avatar.
yeah. So you see that Fern Gully is just like it.
Okay, I find that hard to believe. But
And
you
they're
know
all
what?
in the
Having-
military.
Having not
Yeah.
seen
So
Fern
yeah.
Gully,
Okay. So Marbie's seen it.
I'm gonna have to take your word for it.
Thank you.
I was just thinking to myself the other day. It's funny that, well, you know what? I mentioned having you on because of your new Krux part.
Mhm.
I thought this would be a great way for you to promote your new part to the 5 listeners that we have. You being one
Please,
of them.
please go watch it. I get $1 per view.
Is that true?
No way. That'd be sick though.
We're like, whoa.
Wait.
Wait, pause recording.
I'd be like,
Wait, what the fuck?
I'm doing something wrong over here. If that's
Like, I got
true.
$20,000.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's funny. The first time I met, I was just thinking this the other day. I don't know why, but the first time I met Ron Whaley, I was oddly fanning out on him, and I was thinking of everybody. It was just funny to me that it was Ron Whaley. The old brand manager of Krux there.
Yeah.
But I love that guy. Maybe it's because he's a fellow tall guy. I don't know, Skateboarding holds no molds, So, but I don't know. he's never really had any parts or anything like that. I mean, he has had a few, but nothing that really like stick out. It was just like the weirdest fan out moment I could think of in my head.
Yeah.
But now I'm much more older and mature, you know. I'm not going to fan out on anyone. Probably except for maybe Bam Margera or Mark Gonzalez, which I've been trying to meet my entire life.
Or Conan.
Conan for sure. But
Pro skater Conan.
Outside of skateboarding's different.
That's true, but it's
Yeah.
Conan.
That's way different.
But it's
I feel
Conan.
like my version of fanning out on like pro skaters now is like being so nervous that I'm like kind of sarcastic and like an asshole to them. Not like in a bad way, but just like like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like fucking with them. Like I met Chris Milk the other day and I introduced myself as Flarbie. And I could see on his face that like he didn't know if he should laugh or not because he's like, oh, maybe she's going by Flarbie now. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. Or were you thinking Chris Milk was thinking to himself, he was like, this ego fucking maniac expects me to already know their name? Like, oh yeah, of course my name's Marbie, not Flarbie. Dumbass.
No, I don't think that was the case. I guess I fanned out a little bit because I brought up him making Scooby-Doo art, and that was like a long time ago.
Yeah.
But
You a big fan of Scooby-Doo?
yeah, there's the last time I watched the live action movie, I got kind of bummed out of realizing that like I don't laugh at like smart jokes. I like my sense of humor that really triggers me is like Scooby-Doo farting in a suit of armor. like the realizing how hard I laughed at that movie compared to anything I've like saw or seen, that it's like, why is this where my brain's at? But,
So it's weird that you say you don't laugh at smart jokes, but you also say you're a big fan of the Fancy Lad podcast.
Yeah, that's weird.
And now you're laughing at that, which is weird and unsettling.
no, this is practice. I'm trying to.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
good job. You're doing great. Yeah.
There's a part in the Scooby-Doo movie where it's just the way Scooby talks that's so stupid. Like they mention the Spookapalooza, and it's just Scooby like Rabuka-palooga. Like it's so stupid. I love it.
Is this the sorry for my ignorance, is this the Matthew Lillard Scooby-Doo
Yeah.
movie?
I think Matthew Lillard's in. Is he in all the live action ones? He should
Probably.
because
I think-
he is currently the voice of Shaggy on the cartoon still. Which
Wait,
is
really?
great. Yeah. He's
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, he's like a huge, like very excited about his affiliation with Scooby-Doo. So he's all like down for anything they do, which is cool.
That's a fucking dream gig.
Another reason to love Matthew Lillard. And this isn't the first time we've talked about Matthew Lillard on the podcast.
I mean, how can you not?
But
you know?
again, I must stress this is not the Matthew Lillard podcast.
Well, you know, he was a host of Skate TV.
Fuck, so it could be.
Yeah.
It could be.
You should get Matthew Lillard on.
Fuck,
We
should.
really should, you
God
know.
damn it. Once we get D-Sawa, all the doors will open.
Yeah. Hopefully Matthew Lillard is in Scream 5, so he'll have a reason to come on the podcast.
Fingers crossed.
Promote.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Mhm. To 4 to 5 people. Including Marbie, who we already know is going to see it because, Matthew Lillard.
Yeah.
And you know, Tom mentioned Devin Sawa there because I don't know if you saw it. This is pretty exciting news.
Oh, this is big news.
This is huge. That Fancy Lad skateboards are used as a prop, and there's a display in the movie starring Devin Sawa
And Bruce Campbell.
and Bruce Campbell coming out on Black Friday, called Black Friday.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, I didn't see this. That's nuts. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, check out the trailer. It's you
yeah.
can see both the board and the banner if you're really looking.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have someone on the inside.
You know what's
I do.
funny is someone hit up Bigzo about. Can I tell you this story?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So someone hit up Bigzo about using Fancy Lad in that film because they were the.
You can tell them who it is.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
Oh, you just said
But
someone. So
well,
I didn't know if
that's
you're trying to hide their identity.
I mean,
someone.
yeah, I'm burying the lead because that adds to the story.
Oh, okay, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, no, it's fine. But what's their name again? Jared. Okay, cool. So anyhow, and what was their job? Okay, so the set designer hit up Bigzo and was like, "Hey, we want to use Fancy Lad for this, blah blah blah." And we're hanging out. Bigzo's telling us about this. He's like, "Oh, you know what? The guy's calling me right now." And he picks up. He's like, "Hey, what's up, Jared? You're a big fan of the company, huh?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "So, I don't know how it came up. You're like, yeah, I went to UMass Dartmouth." And you're like, "Yeah, no, I know, me too." And he's like, "Really?" And he's like, "Yeah, wait, are you serious, Big? Do you not know who this is?" And it was fucking Big's old roommate, Jared. And he thought it was just a random fan that worked on his old college roommate, to be fair. But he thought it was like, some random fan. But no, we had an in.
Great guy. Hadn't talked to him in years.
Still impressive nonetheless.
Yeah.
It was very funny.
Yeah.
You think it was funny, right?
I thought it was hilarious.
It was fantastic. I think Jared was very confused.
Yeah.
You should have just kept it going like you don't know.
and then just never been featured in the movie at all.
But an honest mistake nonetheless. Yeah, they were filming it during the height of COVID, and I tried to barge in and see if I could spot Bruce Campbell or Devin Sawa somewhere. It was in an abandoned Babies R Us in North Attleboro that they filmed it in. But then we were quickly escorted off the premises.
Really?
For good reason.
I mean, COVID.
Yeah.
And Babies R Us.
I forgot about Babies R Us.
Yeah.
How could you forget about Babies R Us?
I feel like I missed my time.
Because you weren't doing much shopping as a baby?
Yeah. I don't remember the Babies R Us. I remember the Toys R Us.
Yeah, Toys R Us was cool.
I always looked for tech decks.
Yeah, I would always go to Toys R Us for video games, actually.
Yeah, video games is where it's at. Toys R Us. Oh, Toys R Us and Sears were my two video game places.
But you know what? I'm glad that you brought up tech decks. Because I got to say, I told you this before, I am very impressed with your fingerboard skills.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What tray flip, nose blunt, nollie flip? Is that what
Professional skateboarder. But
Nollie
also,
heel.
Oh, nollie. Oh, my God. I'm sorry.
Just joking.
No, that hurt.
But honestly, he seems professional fingerboarder as well. Really gives, like I said, I haven't been more impressed with an individual fingerboarding since Mike Schneider himself.
I know Mike Schneider.
You must. It's a small community.
Yeah. I don't know him that well, but I've talked to him a couple times.
Yeah, we've seen him eat like 4 salads in the matter of 2 hours.
Salads, sandwiches,
sandwiches,
containers.
big smoothies.
Why not just get a big salad?
That's true. Why not just get a big salad? We should ask him that next time.
You should really go to. You've never been to any of those fingerboard conventions that he holds? Rendezvous, exactly.
No, I never made it out. I wanted to. I still haven't done it, so maybe I should.
Well, you should, because he, hosts the Rendezvous, and then he has a big party at his house afterwards that has a skate park in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the Camaro edit. That's that we did. Yeah, that's where we filmed it at Mike Schneider's house.
I know.
Oh my God!
I've known about Mike Schneider since I was like in 7th grade.
That's insane.
Yeah,
I feel like when I was in 7th grade, Mike Schneider was in 4th grade.
If he's listening to it, I think I remember seeing this video called Planter Mini, because for some reason every posting fingerboard videos, you just make like a couple minute edit to a song, but they're always called minis.
Mm-hmm.
Like New Ledge Mini. And I'm like, what? 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 Like Like, I don't know, like that was like the end word for posting a fingerboard video on YouTube for a long time.
Mini. Interesting.
Not edit, huh?
No,
Is
it was
because
like,
it's like not a full length video, which makes it a mini.
I guess.
Could it be a full length video and still be a mini? And just it implies that it's a fingerboard thing?
No, I think minis were less serious. Yeah. Like New Park Mini. Or the name of a song, Mini. I guess I never thought out like how funny that is. But
Did
like,
you make minis for Benton told me that you used to have a fingerboard company of your own.
Yeah. Wait, Benton knows that? That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to have a company called Couch Pilot.
Couch Pilot?
Yeah. I think I couldn't remember if it was my friend or me, or like we both came up to it, but that was like when I like moved in with art kids and started smoking a lot of weed, and it was like Couch Pilot, like you're like high on the couch if you're flying the couch.
Interesting.
Dumb name.
Very heady.
Yeah.
So what made you give up on the dream, you know?
I think skating made me give up on the dream. It was like I did it a lot when I was younger, when I was skating and fingerboarding, and then I broke my leg and had surgery and like physically couldn't skate for like 4.5 years, and I got really into it. And then once I could like skate again, I was like, I mean, I still do it, but I don't post videos or make stuff anymore. I feel like once I get old, it's like a retirement plan. It's just fingerboard.
That's why I went to college for painting. I said to myself, once I get old, I'll have this to fall back on.
Yeah.
You know?
You need something.
That's why I already watched all of Columbo.
Really?
Because that way, when I get old, I can watch it with other people at the old age home and ruin it for him. Be like, yeah, no, he's going to keep the pencil in this one, by the way.
I thought that's
Spoiler alert.
I thought that's why you watched Lost 5 times.
So when I watched it 7 times.
7 times. So when you get old, you could say, "This is my 8th time watching Lost."
What island is this?
7 times. I watched it for the first time during COVID.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
1.5 times. I loved it. Yeah. It became, I mean, part of it was probably the significance came from like situationally. Like
Because you felt isolated on your own island?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, my God.
Like, my friend that I've like known since middle school like moved in with me, and we were like, he was really into Lost. He's like, you've never seen this. This could be our thing. So.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't suggest anyone watch it 7 times, but if you happen to watch it 7 times.
That sounds crazy.
You know.
Who's your
Some
favorite
people are like,
character?
I've never watched this. I mean, I probably overall, I would say Desmond.
Desmond?
Penny! I love you, Pen. I love you. That's pretty good Desmond, honestly.
That is a pretty
For
good
any
Desmond.
Desmond freaks out there. I mean, I love Charlie, but, you know.
Yeah.
What can you do? I mean, I was a big Saeed head, but the actor who played Saeed didn't watch Lost and didn't give a shit at all, so, like, came off as very pretentious in every interview I saw. It's like, oh, I do not watch that filth. And it was like, okay, dude.
You know, when I pick a favorite character, I usually pick kind of like my favorite skater. I like to pick, you know, someone who I see myself in.
You seem like a Ben Linus dude.
So, you know, I'm kind of like fucking Sawyer, dude. You know,
Oh, okay.
Sawyer's fucking dude,
Oh wait, I
dude.
got a pretty good Sawyer too. It's like, well, I guess I better put some pants on then. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not
I guess
bad.
I better put. It's always the side eye look too. Well, I guess I better put some pants on then.
I kind of feel like Sawyer could have been played by Kid Rock.
Oh,
Kid Rock
100%.
Yeah.
That would have been a good casting role right there.
It's almost hilarious how unlikable they make him.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, especially
that's the
I mean,
racist,
they take a full. It's like a full fucking 180 turn. You know, they're like, let's make this guy so hateable, and then instantly try to make him the most lovable dude ever. It's like, oh my
like
god,
a Sour Patch Kid.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I
Yeah.
thought they tried to make him have a bunch of redeeming qualities.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but they hit you real hard with the shit first.
Yeah,
You know, like real hard. He shot a fucking polar bear. That's fucked.
I think that's character growth. You know.
Yeah, it's plot development.
He's just the biggest asshole forever.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm trying to think. My roommate ended up putting a clip from that of Sawyer in the skate video we made last year, and it was like the fuck. I'm gonna screw this up because I can't remember the quote, but it's when he like cheerses the fucking skeleton drinking the old beer.
Oh yeah. It's Roger Workman.
He like bottoms up and just like hits the skeleton in the head. It's great. But
Well, this isn't the Lost podcast.
Although
It could be. I would watch it for a ninth time.
it's true,
That's for damn sure.
we might have a spin-off on our hands.
We might.
But this is the Marbie Princess extravaganza episode.
Mm-hmm.
Where... And what?
Well, I was going to say, it looked like you were getting ready for a classic Bigzo piss.
Oh, no, but I could soon, actually. But before that, I just wanted to talk to you more about your Krux part there. You know what? Let me just say, I really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
When I think of one iconic trick, I think of the Marbie board slide, butt slide. I know this wasn't in the part. I'm getting to it. Down clipper. I mean, the clipper ledge.
Yeah.
I really wish that you tried it down the, is it the Staples Center?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Holy shit.
I kind of wish that you tried to take it to that hubba for that trick.
I have a few. I mean, it's been done. I mean,
Has it? I forget. Who did it?
yeah. Well, Ragdoll did a couple layback things on it.
Oh, did he
Micah-
caveman into it? Or did
I
he
think so.
ollie?
I think he ollied. Micah Hollinger kickflip butt slide nose slid it.
Damn.
But I went and looked at it like 3 years ago, like one of the first times I hung out with Matt Price.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, I seen footage. I think I might be able to do it. And like, it's just like first time hanging out with me and I'm staying with him. And he's like, okay, yeah, we'll go check it out. And like drove me over to it and like got his camera out. And then like I went and looked at it and I got so scared. It was like chin high and the top of it is slick. So there's no friction with your butt. You're just like sliding to your death. And I slid down it just like on my butt from the top to my feet. And like I hit the ground and rolled. And I was just like, I kind of felt the pressure, like, oh, like, fuck, I don't know Matt that well. Like, he took me here, like, he wants me to try it, or like, I said I would probably try it. And then I was like, I just knew that if I tried it, it was most likely going to the hospital. So I didn't, but I have an idea for it. I want to go back.
Awesome. I love the, there's something about, especially, our stupid brand of skateboarding here at Fancy Lad. There's something about taking those types of tricks to really famous spots that just, I don't know, there's something so appealing about it to me.
Yeah. No, I mean, I could say it now. I'm not like Ryan Sheckler claiming I did it or anything, but I want to eventually get a kicker and do the across and down. So like, there's like a crossed and down.
Yeah, because
like
there's
the top
the
of
flat.
the hubba.
There's the flat.
Yeah.
So you want to go up and slide across the cross and then down it.
Yeah.
Because going straight down, I mean, what Dane Berman described it as what? Fast, hot, slippery slide? What was it? Hot? What did he call it?
I thought he was talking about hot dogs. I don't know. My mind went somewhere.
Hot slippery slide.
Yeah.
I mean, you could definitely apply that to hot dog.
Dane Berman was there when I did the butt slide.
Really?
Yeah. Actually, no.
Wait, at Clipper or the
at
one
Clipper?
Because you did a butt slide in your Krux part onto
I did
another board.
You ragdolled
Yeah.
that one.
You ragdolled the butt slide.
Yeah.
That I ran out of options. I couldn't like grab off the side. I was landing completely like no speed. Like I wasn't moving at all. So
that is an Orange Man go-to. When you run out of all other options, get another board.
Your only other option would be to put like about 7 to 8 boards at the landing and try to pop onto that platform and cruise away at whatever direction it decides to take you.
And I gotta say, the blunt 360 blunt to fakie, that was one of my favorite tricks in the part. But that also reminded me of something. I don't know if you're a fan of Orange Man. That reminded me. I was like, almost really surprised that wasn't a trick that Abe has already done.
Yeah, because he did that on the bank. And what was that? Is this or
no? He did a pirouette. Oh well, yeah. No, he went up and he did the grabbing the nose and then 360 to blunt.
But they did the pirouette
pirouette. Yeah. But yeah, on the nose for a new hell. That reminded me of Abe. That's it. You know, Alex at Abe Dubin.
Yeah, I love Abe Dubin.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah, I remember, I think my favorite clip of him was that like weird bank spot where he did like a triple staple gun kind of thing. Like the body like it was like a dance thing.
Triple staple gun.
Well, it's like you jump like with your leg on top.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. At the Brighton Banks.
Yeah.
And K-Man filmed it.
Yeah.
K-Man did film it well.
K-Man, good filmer. Yell exit K-Man.
Yeah. And yeah, I gotta say, I guess my other favorite clip out of the part was that backside flip on that steep brick quarter pipe. What's your favorite trick? That's what I want to know. And is it the ender? That
one felt good.
Because I was gonna say besides the ender, because that seems like too much of an obvious cop out for an answer. You know.
The ender, I didn't really know what I wanted to use for it, and then I felt like that made sense because I don't know. It had like the, it wasn't anticlimactic. You didn't like land with like no speed or like it was like it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it's like what, and then it's like a big roof. I don't know. But
good looking spot, and honestly, a trick that usually you don't see, and I don't think it was a trick that I've seen you do before as well, so I think it made sense, yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I think that trick's like freak style.
Yeah.
But my favorite trick was the blunt 360 blunt, for sure.
Nice.
That one I was getting like stressed out, and like I hit my hand on that like fence one of the times I spun, and it was really rusty, and I was bleeding, and then I was just thinking about like when was my last tetanus shot, and then I was like, I'm screwed. Like, what if I had to go to the hospital? Like, that's what I was thinking. I was trying that trick. I was like, I'm gonna die from tetanus, and I didn't die. I didn't even go to the doctor. But
wait, you didn't die?
Did you find out? Yeah. Well, so this isn't the ghost podcast.
No, Casper.
All right, so I'll put away the pottery stuff. But so.
Whoa, Tom, I was going to help you make that pot later.
I know. Well, yeah, we'll do that post podcast. No one wants to see that. I'm Swayze.
So when I'm more of I'm kind of like Vincent Schiavelli in that movie where he jumps in front of the train.
I always thought you were more of the pot.
Yeah, I'm kind of like the pot too. Actually,
you're kind of the clay. In there, you know,
sculpted by love.
Yeah.
So when Matt Price brought you to the hub of there, was he already your boss at CCS?
I kinda like he sent me pants.
Oh,
that's pretty much it. Like I wasn't getting paid or anything.
So you get paid by CCS?
You now?
Do you get paid in pants?
No, I get paid in money, and then I get pants.
Could you send pants to me?
Yeah, I could probably figure that out.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, I could get a code.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Also, by the way, I wore this hoodie before I knew we were doing this episode today.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, you're wearing that hoodie?
I'm wearing this hoodie.
I saw. Yeah.
And Marbie, I wanted to tell you, I was wearing this before we were doing the episode, and then I found we were doing it, and I was like, you know what? When I get home, I'm going to take a shower, put on my Marbie Krux t-shirt under the hoodie, and then take off the hoodie sometime, be like, it's too warm in this nice studio. But then you know what? I got home and I didn't take a shower. I'm going to do that at some other point in time.
No.
You understand. You understand the struggle, right?
Yeah. Well, this isn't visual. Not a visual.
It's not
podcast.
visual. People don't see
And
that.
for the
I'm
listeners at home,
Mhm.
Tom is wearing the Krux brand hoodie that
Mhm.
Marbie designed with the paper collage. Is that how you make those images?
Yeah, that's just paper.
And Marbie, I got to let you know, I work with a lot of people that are in their early 20s. You know,
Yeah.
I'm a early 30s guy here. You know, so I don't get a lot of compliments on my clothing, but I always get compliments on this hoodie and the T-shirt.
Oh, damn.
And people are like, "Oh, what's that?" And I'm like, "Why the fuck are you talking to me?" And I push them, and I'm like, "No!" And I bring them out back. I'm like, "Don't talk to me!" And I hit them. But they all
I'm
like
glad you're
the
repping my
graphic.
shit.
Yeah, they all like the graphics though. Yeah, they're like,
They know
Oh,
not
what-
to mess with you.
"What company is that?" And I'm like, "You outside now," or "Bike racks 5 minutes," or "I have lunch in 2.5 hours. If you could meet me by the stoop around the corner by Fairfield, I'm going to kick your ass."
Come here, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, exactly. But they all like the gear. That's what I'm getting at.
Aw, I appreciate it. Damn, I'm glad people like it.
Well, you seem to be a pretty fashionable person. Seem to.
Guess so.
I guess so. Come on, fucking
I'm
own
not-
it. Come on. I
yeah,
guess so.
Well, I don't know. I feel like after I started transitioning, I was like, I don't know. I feel like people just are gonna look at me no matter what, and then I had to like figure out like, well, what kind of clothes do I want to wear, and then I just started wearing like the most crazy shit I could find at like Goodwill and stuff. And people are like, damn, you look really good. But now I feel like I've toned it down. I really love Target. Unfortunately,
What kind of shit you buying at Target?
just clothes.
Oh, well,
Mainly clothes. I look at tech decks just to see
Doy.
what
Oh,
graphics
yeah.
they got.
obviously.
Yeah. See if
Some
they've
kinda
got any
new-
new obstacles.
Any new shitty flip graphics?
They do not print good brands anymore, unfortunately. It's always like primitive or flip or something really random.
Revive is usually in there too, actually.
Yeah. Did you see the Braille has their own brand of tech decks in there?
Wow.
Oh yeah, they have like a little box set that comes with different decks that are not skateboards. That's like
The Will It Skate.
yeah, exactly. Like a fucking like fake piece of glass, like a fake PlayStation, like all
Really?
this bullshit. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm dead serious.
I am honestly kind of pissed off how successful they are compared to us, and we need to take them down.
Dude,
You could do. I feel like you could do it. You just need clickbait titles and reaction shots.
You know we can't stoop that low.
Yeah, I know.
okay?
Seriously,
the
we
only
need-
thing
Yeah,
we have is
seriously,
our
Marbie.
dignity.
yeah, exactly. We need clickbait titles, yeah, and no fucking dignity, no self-respect.
The next full
whatsoever.
like you put out should just be a clickbait title that's like an hour-long video with like a reaction shot.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Matt
You know what?
Tomasello, dark slide, kickflip, dark slide.
Mm-hmm.
Taco Bell hot socks waxes ledges.
Hot socks.
Hot socks? I didn't know Taco Bell had hot socks.
It's a picture of feet. Like,
Yeah. Oh, well, okay, that'll get people for sure.
yeah.
People love feet.
Yeah.
You know what? On that note, that people love feet. You know, I think I do need to take one of my classic Bigzo breaks right now.
Oh my!
In the bottle.
No, that
In
is
the
that was
bottle, in
exclusive.
the
Just
bottle.
that was exclusive just for the Vert Button podcast because I was trying to be professional. Okay. You know what? God forbid I try to bring a little class and profession to the podcast world. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, Bigzo's gonna go take a piss. I'm gonna go grab a beer. Marbie, you want to go grab a beverage real quick?
Sure.
No, you don't have to grab a beverage. You could keep, not drinking.
I'll just
the beverage.
stare at the studio. No,
right.
I'll go get something to eat.
We'll go grab something to eat. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Yeah.
And we are back.
Oh my goodness, and that was such a good pee break. I peed so much.
I know. And Tom, you didn't have to pee at the same time as me.
I know, but it's just there's one toilet bowl, two people needing to pee.
Right.
And I feel, you know what? We cut down the amount of time we're wasting here if we're both peeing, and also if I keep trying to rub my hip up against your hip.
It's true. It's
Cut
true.
down on time with the hip rubbing.
I thought the hip rubbing would reduce the amount of time.
Well, you're
Well,
saving
it-
water.
It ended up adding quite a bit amount of time because Bigzo and I had to have a long conversation about how that wasn't cool for me to rub my hip against his hip while trying to pee into the same toilet bowl.
But it was
Yeah.
all for the sake of efficiency, you know? And that's what we're about here at the Fancy Lad Podcast.
We're trying to get shit done.
Mm-hmm.
Do you leave piss in the toilet?
Yellow, let it mellow. Brown, flush it down? Is that what
Yeah.
you're asking us?
Yeah.
I personally do not.
No, I just flush it.
I
feel
usually
like-
flush it too, unless I enter a household who seems like that's what the vibe is.
Oh, you're talking a vegan anarchist household.
Yeah, yeah.
So you mean like if
Yeah,
you
we've
enter
been to
if,
the same kind of house.
if you mean you enter a bathroom and there's already piss in the toilet, you're not going to flush it? Because I mean, if it's I feel like that would be the only giveaway
Yeah.
that there's something in the toilet.
Yeah, that like if you've gone to the bathroom a couple times and there's been piss in the toilet,
Hmm.
then I'm like, okay, this wasn't a mistake at this point. This is probably people just leaving the pee there. But you always have to flush it if you have to poop because no one wants that splashback.
I mean,
Yeah.
speak for yourself, Marbie.
Then you got to flush twice.
Some people pay big money for that splashback.
God damn it.
And, yeah, needless to say, we're back on the Fancy Lad Podcast.
Mhm. Talking about splashback, and
Talking about Splashback. But, I just wanted to say,
this isn't the
Marbie-
splashback podcast.
okay, I wasn't going to say that.
You did want to say that as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, I always want to say that every single podcast.
I know, and I always have to stop you, but I figured I'd let you try to say it this time.
Okay, I'll try.
All right, go for it.
This isn't the split. This isn't the split. I can't. I
You're
can't do
doing
it.
great. No. You're almost there. Just give it one more go.
This isn't the split podcast.
That was close enough that I think people will understand what you were trying to say.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But this is the Fancy Lab Podcast, and I wanted to say, Marbie, it was great sharing a cameo in a skateboard video with you recently.
Yeah, bottom feeder.
Yeah, bottom feeder.
Oh, that was so good.
I know. I feel bad. I meant to promote it today, but yeah, I encourage everyone to go stop what they're doing right now, pause the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and
Pause
go
it.
watch Bottom Feeder now on thrashermagazine.com.
A mere 23 minutes? 23?
think so,
I think
yeah.
it's 23 minutes.
Because we're about to dissect it
Clip by clip.
And we don't want any...
and destroy it.
No spoilies.
I'm just joking. I actually saw your clips like 2 months before it came out.
Really?
Yeah.
You're hanging out with Matt King?
Yeah.
Nice.
He was telling me bits and pieces. at his
That's
house.
pretty. Yeah, when he told me that I had a clip, I was like, what the hell did you even put in there? But then I was watching it, and my friend watched it, and he was like, dude, that was the funniest thing, your clip in there, just because he was like, you have that build up with like 2 shots of your face, and it looks like you're going to have a part, and then you have the stupidest clip in the world. And I was like, yeah, I think it worked out really good,
It
actually.
was perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because then that the next clip was Matt eating shit out of a driveway, right?
Yeah.
I love that.
Me, you, Matt Price was in there,
The glasses adjustment to the glasses adjustment.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
I know. He did it
That was
twice.
great.
I was like, the first time he did it, I was like, that was planned. Then the second time he did it, I was like, oh, he fucking planned it twice. That goddamn nerd.
And you know what? I don't want to give any spoilers here on the Fancy Lab podcast, but I will say this. We're kind of like the anti-Bill Strobeck. I always said that,
Mm-hmm. He always
So-
says it.
So I came up with an entire new way of filming. Check this out, Tom.
Board face board.
Board face board.
Damn it.
He
I
guessed
figured
it.
it out.
He
God
fucking
damn
guessed
it.
it,
God
okay? And
damn
he
it.
ruined it.
I'm sorry.
And now there's really no suspense when I actually have the reveal.
God damn
All right,
it.
are you ready for the reveal?
Yeah, go for
It's
it.
board face board.
Oh, well, that's amazing.
Yeah.
See, that was pretty believable, right? Now, Marbie, you've lived in L.A. Do you think I'd cut it as an actor? Oh, my God, that's amazing. That's a good idea. And then I go,
Okay.
Yeah, I think you probably make the cut.
yes.
All right. Marbie, I'm just saying, imagine an entire video filmed board face board.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Now we're talking an entire video. People doing tricks. You see the ride up. You see their face while they're doing the trick. And then you see them riding away. Okay?
It's a good concept, at least
Thank
a section.
Thank you. Okay? That's all I wanted to hear from somebody
It's just face
Before-
midair.
after Tom took the wind out of my sail, all right?
I'm sorry.
Well, it's like the best part of skate photos is the skate face.
Yeah.
That's what you're getting with that. It's just what their setup is in their face.
yeah, that's like Matt Price. That's what Matt does.
Yeah.
He gets the good. That one.
He loves
that one
skate
shot
face.
where. Well, yeah, exactly. That one shot where it looks the most fucking extreme it could possibly look.
And
I,
for the few people listening to this idea, I'm crazy enough. I might actually do it.
So, is this one of the ideas
I'm
that
crazy.
you think we should take out of the podcast and sue anyone that steals?
Definitely.
Okay, absolutely. So, anyone that's listening that steals that idea, consider your ass fucking sued.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, we got Jackie Childs.
Who's that?
I think he's the fake attorney in Seinfeld.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
That'll come in handy.
there's an
Any-
attorney billboard here. Well, they're all over, but there's one in this part of town where the Suns hit it so hard that he's like Shrek green. I love it. Anyway, that's like I need to show you rather than tell you about it. But
Yeah.
Serious sun damage. Have you ever
Yeah.
thought of climbing up there and putting some SPF50 on that billboard?
we thought about Shrek ears.
Well, Shrek ears. I mean, yeah, just leaning into it.
Is
Yeah.
that what made you dress up as Shrek for Halloween?
No, the Shrek thing was. I don't even know how that one came about. I didn't know what I wanted to be, and my friend was going to do something, and she was like, "Oh, you should do something." And then I think I got stuck on green because I was going to be a frog.
Mm.
And then I don't know how Shrek came about, but that like, I don't know. That like seemed like a more funnier idea, or an ogre. I think I made a lot of people feel bad when they like, oh Shrek, and I was like, are you misgendering me? Like, oh no, you're an ogre.
That's right. I wasn't even thinking that. And,
Yeah. Now you feel bad.
and my apologies,
Just joking.
But, that's the great thing about Halloween,
Yeah,
is
you can
that
be anything
every,
you want.
I mean, every year I can dress like a slutty nurse, and I look like, the guy from Garden State from Scrubs.
And you clean up at those frat parties.
Yeah, you can be whatever you want. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But, back to bottom feeder
Bob feeder.
is what I was trying to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really looked at it too much, but a video like that I feel like is just exciting coming out. I feel like you got your run-of-the-mill videos on Thrasher. Everything's on the conveyor belt, stamped out the exact same. And then, I think they did a great job. I mean, I should probably ask either Matt or Chandler Burton to be on the podcast or something, too, to talk about it. But I just want to give them props, I guess,
Yeah.
in general,
That video is really special. It makes me really pumped to I feel like whenever there's something different being made, it'll change the path to skating a little bit more.
Yeah.
Well, no, we can make a weird video, or I think that video, especially like featuring so many like queer people. I like that that's like a lot of people's introduction. Like it's just bonkers.
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes me excited to like think of like someone who might like Shane O'Neill might be their favorite skater, and like, oh, is there any new videos on Thrasher? And like what that person's reaction to that video would be.
Exactly. And like I'm sure that video will probably, it'll probably actually, bother those types of people and bum them out. And
Yeah.
I think that is a very successful video if that's the, outcome and reaction from the general public. So I don't know. I haven't checked up on the comments or anything,
I was just imagining showing it to like a stereotypical grandmother or something, and be like, no, grandma, listen, listen, queer people are just it's just the same thing. Here, watch, I'm going to show you this skate video. You love skate videos. I know you love Mimic Mahdi. You're gonna love this. And then it's a fucking Matt King production.
Mm-hmm.
And Granny's head is all over the ceiling.
Yeah, Grandma's not the same after that. But I love that Grandma's a fan of Mimic Mahdi.
Grandma loves Mimic Mahdi. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Granny's mind's blown.
She's like, oh, that slow-mo section gets me every time.
It helps me remember the tricks.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, she's like,
back in my day, Mimic Mahdi was the first video I bought on VHS. Okay, Grandma, let's get you to bed.
They actually put Bottom Feeder on VHS too.
I saw that.
That's cool.
Um,
I think I almost bought one of the Fancy Lab videos on VHS. I didn't, but it's a cool fact.
messed up.
Thought about it.
That is a cool fact.
Was it Secrets of the Clown Box?
Yeah, I think so.
You messed up. That one.
You fucked up.
That one went quick.
I'm sure it did. I had a house, or not a house, an apartment at the time with a VHS player and VHS tapes, and I eventually just got rid of everything. But
It's going to be a tough one, Ed, in the next video. That one, I don't know why the videos, that one I tried to have, I don't know if you could tell, you're a fan of the company, right?
yeah,
You've seen the videos, right?
yeah.
Okay, good. That one, I tried to edit as sort of a, I don't know, sort of a mix of like, is this skateboarding in FL4, where we had tried to keep the choicest parts of skits that we filmed, but also try to reincorporate the outsourced clips that I captured from VHS. And it's always a lot of work, and it's always a daunting task. So I always wonder what I'm going to do for the next video. But do you like the outsourced clips?
Yeah, I
From
love the
VHSs?
outsourced clips. I think that definitely inspired my roommate when he made like a video last winter, just like Fancy Live videos. He like he took something from Lost. It wasn't like always like tapes, but there's like outsourced clips and videos are really nice.
Did he
Like, it
send
helps.
me? Did he send me a VHS?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, because there's one fella that sent me a VHS that was a sponsor me tape that he posted on the interwebs there. That's like really his like take on like a Fancy Lad video and tried to like kind of recreate it. And I've been meaning to watch it and do something for. I watched it on the internet, but I don't know. I kind of almost don't want to do something for him, like live stream it or something, because I'm so flattered that he went through all this effort, to try to emulate our style. That I don't know. I don't want to seem ungrateful to him, and that's almost me mentioning it right now. I just want to say, hey, thank
Yell
you.
exit.
Thank
I don't
you.
know his name. I forget.
Yell exit. Person who made this.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll look it up later. So just say yell exit.
You know what? Reach out to me again if you're hearing this.
Oh, there we go.
Whoever
We can
you
just do
are.
that.
Aw.
That's easier than the post edits.
Yeah, those I love the Fancy Lad videos. I think the first one I saw was definitely like is the boarding. I went back and rewatched older ones, but I remember like when that video came out, like I was showing just like lots of my friends who didn't skate that like really enjoyed it, and like yeah, love those videos a lot.
That's a big thing we hear about Fancy Lad videos is that non-skaters enjoy them.
Yeah.
Which is a big thing because as a skater, I'm sure you are aware that getting non-skaters to watch skate videos.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard and it kind of makes you feel like an asshole, you know?
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. It's when you have like all your friends are over there and you have one person there that doesn't skate and you're like, and you have like a skate video night. Kind of feels bad. Like, should we put something on for you? Like,
but also, you know what? Fuck them. They could go skate.
yeah.
That's on them.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate your kind words about is skateboarding. That I always get that same thing that people tell me. Some people have told me that's the first video they've seen, which I think is crazy.
Wow.
I know that must have been such a warped reality for them to have that be the first video that they saw. But
how boring skate videos would be after that.
I know.
I feel like that's dangerous.
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
This can't be your introduction.
Oh God.
I really love that I had the foresight though to tag it as the greatest video of all time.
No, I showed my friend who hadn't like seen that video today, just like that little intro, the kickflip down the stairs, the greatest video of all time, little intro. So funny.
Thank you.
Yeah. Have you ever commented how many flips that was?
I have not. I should.
Just ask Eben.
Anybody who counts
Yeah.
the amount of flips in that gets a free T-shirt.
Yes.
Free T-shirt. I was gonna say a free Marbie Krux sticker.
There we go. Yeah. They don't even have stickers.
Well, you know what? I'm going to be editing this episode, so I will definitely count that before I post it. And
Yeah.
the first one to get in on it.
To get the
So I'm getting free whatever.
I
Wait.
do like the in the bottom feeder all the big Nike. Is that how you pronounce the Instagram handle?
Yeah.
Oh man, I always thought it was Big Naki.
Naki.
But Nike makes more sense.
Big Naki's
And I'm familiar with the word Nike.
drag character there, Titus, I think it's called. Just looks so good in that. Just Matt King's HD filming, just like all that B-roll.
It looked like a movie.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
no,
I'm
it looks like some Pan's Labyrinth shit. It was fucking insane. It looked really good.
Also, sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying that stuff could be a movie in itself, and you know what? It's like, I mean, I love it being worked into a skate video because then there's so much, you just get just enough that it leaves you wanting more, so I feel like it works out great. But man, skate videos take so long to make for such little return, at the end of the day, but they're satisfying to make nonetheless. But I guess my point being is that I feel like almost Matt's talents are wasted on
skating.
I know he does more. He makes music and makes music videos, but I feel like, a little bit, I feel like there could be much more, just based on how good that stuff looks in itself, just those few shots.
For sure. I had a very similar thought today of just like Matt's, I don't know why I was thinking of Matt's future. I was like, I don't know what Matt's going to do.
Well, he's having a baby. He's got to start thinking about his future.
Yeah, he told me that someone in his family got the baby a Thrasher onesie that's spelt like Twasher.
That's cute.
That is very cute.
Yeah, Twasher.
That's also funny because, Fisk used to write Quux Twux.
Quux Twux.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. But yeah, damn, that video is really good. Like, I love the intro with like Titus, like with the lantern, like come in, and then it's like the video. I don't know.
Yeah,
and
that's just even the sound work when the title comes on.
So
Great
good.
stuff. Great
Yeah.
stuff.
They have like 2 more videos already planned out that they're already starting on.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Did you film any of your Krux part when I bumped into you in New York? Were you there filming for your Krux part?
I was there filming for their part, which isn't out yet. I mean, I feel like I was done like over 6 months ago, but here I am still trying to get another ender.
Yeah, your ender.
My ender, like the after the ender, and I got fucked up first try, so I gotta go back.
Have you been skating? I know that you got hurt and you've been doing like physical therapy. It looks like.
Yeah, I've been training with my friend Carolina. It's been really sick. She also skates, and like she's just like my friend, so it's like easy to just joke and do shit with. Last time I did physical therapy, it was at a nursing home in like the town in Iowa where I grew up after the first time I broke it, because that was the closest physical therapist, and I was in there with like other old people that were like living there. So it wasn't, but yeah, I've been skating for the past like couple weeks or whatever, and like this is the first time I actually took time to start skating again after an injury, like do something about it. And like I already got like probably like I feel like I'm like 80% back. Like I've already been filming for another part, which is cool, and then trying to get my ender.
Mm-hmm.
But
life of a pro skater.
Yeah, I need something to work on at all times, or else I feel like lose it. Yeah, that was funny when I bumped into you. I was walking down the street and I saw you like step up out of a car, and your expression when I said your name, you looked like you looked stunned. You looked like The Rock when The Rock smells something.
Interesting.
Yeah, you're like
I was surprised to see you. I was just like I was like, wow, is this is this every day in New York? You're just bumping into all these famous characters in skateboarding, as soon as you step out of your Uber.
immediately.
Yeah, immediately. Yeah.
That was my first time there too, so that was fun. Yeah,
I was gonna say you're originally from. I don't know why I'm guessing you're from Milwaukee.
Iowa, right?
Iowa, and then I lived in Madison, Wisconsin for the past like 4 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. From the home.
Well, Iowa must have sucked.
Oh, it was bad. I'm glad I got out. Like, really glad.
Any good spots?
Well, there's like some gems there that will never be skated. Like there's towns that are like a couple hundred people, like an hour outside of the nearest town. That's like no one else is going to really go to that town really to do anything. So it's just like, I mean, I haven't seen this personally, but like an example would be like, oh, what should we do with all the rest of the concrete after we built this parking lot that this like small town construction worker, and like, oh, I'll just put a quarter pipe up the wall or something. Like there's like spots that like they didn't think about skateboarding or have that even in mind, because no one in that town's ever skated. It's like they'll build something that's like perfect, and then it'll never just be skated.
So we should go to Iowa.
Yeah, do like a small town tour.
Damn.
Wait, Iowa or Ohio?
No,
Iowa. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I went to a Slipknot concert in 5th grade.
In Iowa.
In Iowa.
Dude, fuck yeah, Slipknot.
Oh yeah.
They named their second album Iowa.
Yeah.
Dude.
I'm from there.
Dude, they beat Sufjan Stevens to it.
Wow.
He was gonna do all 50 states. He only did 2?
Didn't Arthur Russell also had something called Iowa? I don't know if it was an album or not. I think it might have been an album. If you haven't listened to Arthur Russell, he's really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Legend. Arthur
From
Russell.
Iowa.
Yeah.
I only listen to stuff about Ohio.
I don't know anything about Ohio, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, potatoes. That's all you need to know, I think.
Isn't that Idaho?
No, I think you're thinking of Ireland.
Ireland. Yeah, I moved to Virginia Beach for like a little bit, and I was a freshman in high school, and everyone's like, "You're from Iowa? Like, is that where all the potatoes are?" Or like, nobody knew what state it was.
When you saw Slipknot, did they already have an album out, or was this pre-fame of Slipknot?
Oh, this is like peak fame. I think like I was way more into it at the time. I don't really listen to that much heavier music now, or like Slipknot like. But
I mean, they
like,
have a message on the back of their shirts I see the kids wearing is that people equal shit.
Oh yeah, people equal shit was big, and like Duality had probably just came out.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that music video. I remember that like they had some house in Iowa that they just had like as many kids come and destroy it.
And it's crazy when I see the kids wearing these kids today with their baggy Jinkos and their frog boards and beanies that are down to their eyelids.
Also made by Frog.
They're wearing Slipknot shirts.
Yeah,
and I'm like, how the hell do these kids even know about Slipknot? It's crazy.
It's like a renaissance. I went to a skate spot the other day, and like high school had just gotten out. It was at Berkeley, like the college, and like 50 kids came up, and they're all hanging out, and it just looked like a scene from like the late 90s. It was kind of funny to watch, but
yeah,
it was a trip.
Yeah, they're stupid.
They're stupid. They don't have anything cool in their new generation, so they gotta dip into my generation, man.
I feel like personally, I feel like I witnessed like the 2000s and like the 2010s. Like that's definitely a thing, like the random striped zipped up hoodies and stuff. But I feel like I saw like a renaissance of like every generation of style. I remember when like greaser look was cool, and then like 60s and like 70s clothing, and then 80s was hot for a long time, and then 90s was dipped in not that long ago, and like early 2000s stuff is already like really in. So
see, I need to find my finger on the pulse of this streetwear industry if I'm going to get any sort of job in the skateboarding corporate world. That's all they care about, is this streetwear fashion, and these bigger brands.
Well, I mean, if trends keep going the way they are, you just need to start, looking into fancy lad fleece pullovers.
Performance fleece.
Yeah. Old Navy.
Yeah.
Old Navy.
Right.
Old Navy performance fleece.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt Tomasello will tell you all about it. Yellow Eggs at Matt Tomasello. Pro skater for Old Navy.
I'm going to go into Nike. I'm going to say, guys.
Yep.
I got a whole new marketing campaign for you.
All right, let's hear it.
All right. You get a family together,
Okay.
You get a dog, and you're having jingle bells in the background,
Like
and
the
they're
dog.
all wearing performance fleece, not made by Old Navy, you're going to say in your campaign,
Whoa.
but rather Nike Incorporated.
So let me get this straight. So the campaign's going to be, not Old Navy.
Yep.
Not Old Navy.
Right.
Not Old Navy performance
Yep.
fleece
Yep.
by Nike.
All right.
Campaign.
That's right.
That's pretty good.
might work.
Thank you.
That made me think of the Spot dog from Target.
Oh, Spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spot always remind me of Wishbone.
Who's Wishbone?
Oh, PBS classic Wishbone.
I'm glad you're mentioning the mascots of big corporate companies, because my favorite's probably Rollback from Walmart.
From Walmart? Really? Rollback?
My boy
The
Rollback.
smiley face?
Yep, that's right.
You like Rollback more than Ronald?
Oh, you talking McDonald's?
Yeah. Or more than Grimace, or more than the Hamburglar, or more than the King himself.
Okay, maybe
The
not.
Burger King is not likable.
No, he's scary.
Yeah.
He's
Squeeze
frightening, and that's actually why I like him.
Yeah, that's what's so nice about him.
Yeah. He shows up in your room while you're sleeping with a tray of burgers, and that's terrifying.
You know how they get you with the King is they introduce you to the King. You're like, I'm not sure about this guy. Then all of a sudden they throw Hootie from Hootie and the Blowfish in a commercial. You're like, I definitely don't like this guy. And then they bring the King back, and you're like, all right, I'm good with the King. I like the King.
I don't remember them ever doing that. That's funny.
Oh, they brought Hootie in.
Yeah.
I don't think he goes by Hootie, but this isn't the Hootie and the Blowfish podcast.
Well,
It could be.
Might work out.
Yeah, Marbie, I'm sure you got a million questions for us.
Mhm.
Is the thing.
Probably. I'm bad on the spot, but let me think.
Oh, us too. It's fine.
Yeah. Trying to think.
No, this is actually is worked out. I asked this question to a lot of the guests.
Mm-hmm. Most of them don't actually have questions.
No, and it usually works out well, and this is one of the times that it's working out phenomenal.
Oh, very well.
How many people live in the Fantasyland house?
Documented or not?
The house or the house or the compound?
Well, I guess the compound.
Okay. So I guess the two houses combined, there's a total of 9 people, and I guess 6 actually now really visible skaters of the company. But it's had a rotating door of so many people on the team over the years. So
yeah.
And yeah, we've lived there for 9 years, and I expect that we will be evicted by next year. So,
You think so?
I think so. They're redoing.
Did you
the
go on
entire
rent strike?
House. We should go on rent strike just to preemptively.
Well, I mean,
save some money.
That. Exactly.
I've been telling you guys, like, as soon as you think that you're good, like, for sure you're going to be done, you should stop paying rent.
Well, I mean, Charlie already said, he's like, you guys aren't going to be living here for long.
Yeah,
that
but
was
Charlie said that so many times.
Is that your landlord?
No, he's the
some
henchman of the.
Fucking asshole.
He's kind of like the property manager.
He's a little fucking prick.
He's some old fucker. He's an old fuckerman who, he's just kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah,
when it
he
comes
is.
down to
Yeah,
it.
I mean, it's really
like-
there's no way
Yeah.
to get around it. He is kind of just like a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yell eggs at Charlie. We know you're listening, you fucking piece of shit.
God, I hate looking at him. I hate talking to him.
He's so fucking horrible.
He
Hope
pretty
he
much
slips on a banana.
Yeah, I don't know what he looks
Dude,
like.
I wish
Who
he
do you
slipped on a
think?
banana.
I would like to say the Penguin from Batman Returns, but
Kind of like the Penguin from Batman Returns, but if he was like a shitty Greek uncle that no one ever wanted to see ever again.
that kind of makes sense.
Yeah. He's a fucking piece of shit.
So if you can
He
picture that.
fucking sucks.
And so we should just go on rent strike and save some money.
Oh no, absolutely. They have no way to get that from you. As soon as you are like committed to not living there,
Yeah.
because that's the thing is we've thought for a few years like this is going to be the last year. Now this is the first time it really
feels
seems
like
it.
Yeah, exactly.
But you have to be fully committed to not staying. But once you are fully committed, to completely fucking stop paying rent. And I mean, I think you have like a 9-month buffer anyhow.
Can they just legally just kick
Don't
you
think
out?
so.
Or I guess they could just like not.
Yeah, not offer to
Offer you
renew
another
the
lease.
lease. Yeah.
Yeah, right. But you still have like, I mean, there's like weird like squatters' rights shit, you know? Like there's a long period of time that they could legally stay there without paying.
You have enough like sweaty and deranged fans. You could sign it. You could have a petition. I don't think it would work.
I don't know what
but
that's gonna do. Yeah.
It'd be funny
get-
to give it to them.
We get the petition back, we hand it in, they're like, yeah, that says they all signed for you to stop doing the podcast? The fuck? That's not what we asked.
50,000 people.
Hey, I guess if 4 people signed it, we gotta stop.
Yeah. Matt, I mean, it's weird that our fans at this point, they just feel obligated to listen to the podcast. They don't even enjoy it. They do it out of pity, really.
Well, I paid an extra $500 a month to remove the unsubscribe option from the podcast app.
Oh,
So if people click it once, they're doomed. They're in.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. Wait. Do you think you're gonna stay in Boston forever?
That's a tough one to say. I mean, I've always stayed here because there's no real reason to move out because my friends who are the team mostly live here. Now a few of them have moved away, so you can't say that completely.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that Boston's great. I mean, if you haven't been, I think you should visit.
Never been.
I mean, Boston's great because, I mean, yeah, we grew up here and we lived here our entire lives. And, that does make it a little more difficult to film a lot of the time, too, because it's like we've seen the same spots for like 20, 30 years.
Right.
But that's right. I've been skating since I was 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I started when I was this many. Yeah. But you know what? I usually stay in Boston. I have the plan to stay in Boston. Yeah, because my this is where my friends are, and also I like living close to my mom. They're all say it. You know what, Tom? Go ahead. Call me a big pussy.
I like your mom. Your mom's cool.
Oh, okay, cool.
But also, yes, same thing. Boston's cool because, all your friends are here. I mean, we both moved away for a bit. We both moved to California.
That's true for a month, yeah.
For what? We were only there for a month?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Okay, I was there.
Was it LA?
I was there for 3 months.
No, this was
no.
serious.
But yeah, it's just like it's nice to be where all your friends are at. And now at this point, it's like out of fucking spite. It's like, you know what? Fuck everyone else. We can stay in Boston.
That's true. Actually, that's
fuck you. It's like, oh, the whole industry's in fucking California. Duh. Oh, let's go to these shitty fucking stupid fucking parks that all look the same. Fuck that. Let's stay in Boston and go to a bunch of shitty parks that suck.
I was going to say, you don't have to go to the skate parks.
Well, that's all. It appears to be everything that people in California do.
No,
I was go to skate parks.
No, I'm not even trying to put down California. I'm trying to put down.
Fuck the West Coast. I'm East Coast, baby. Yeah.
No, I'm trying to put down New York City. Okay?
Oh yeah, you know what? Fuck the West Coast, but also fuck part of the East Coast, which is New York. And you know what? Let's say Jersey. No, let's not say Jersey because Yellow Exit Morocco. Just New York.
So what we're trying to say is Boston's the greatest place in the world.
But also fuck Block Island, which is part of Rhode Island. Little shitty, pretentious island. Fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
But Boston's all right. You'll like it. Maybe
I'm
not.
down to check it out. Before I went to New York, I never wanted to go there. I was like, I thought it was overrated. And I guess for my kind of skateboarding, there was never any spots there that looked fun to skate. It always looked like it was like the luster of skating in New York is like the obstacle of trying to find something to skate.
Right.
I guess we're gonna skate this manual pad in traffic.
Yeah.
Or we're gonna skate this ledge. I don't know.
All I hear every time I go to New York is how many spots there are, but then I ended up skating the same 3 spots I've skated ever since I started going there in high school, and I'm like, they're not even that good.
It's always a ledge in a basketball court.
Yeah. And now everyone, when I go, just wants to go to Blue Park or something. And it's like, okay, now we're just skating a skate park. Now this is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
We crossed state lines to skate a skate park.
Yeah. So I think that people are more in love with the idea of living in New York than in the actual experience.
Yeah. Kudos to whoever makes it look really good and fun, because there are people that do that. But for me,
yeah,
I it's not my cup of tea as far as spots go. But then also, like, my first day there, I hit my head really hard. So I was like, I'm probably just in a bad mood because of that.
Why do you think Fancy Lad should relocate to Los Angeles? And
No, if anything, you should relocate to a remote part of the country where you could really thrive.
And there's no internet connection, and no one can see what we're doing.
No, people get a 10-year break. That's what they need.
Yeah, we should really try to find a remote location in the woods and just try to disband from the U.S. and start our own nation.
Wait, I don't know why it made me think of this. Wasn't there that Viva La Bam episode where they built like a ramp out of plywood and duct tape on some island? You ever saw that?
I don't remember, but I did just start watching Jackass Volume 1 again.
Yeah, maybe it's in there. It might not have been Viva La Bam, but
Which
all
I
I'm
bought-
saying is, like, I think if you got the right crew, I'm not saying even you should do it. It's like a pipe dream in my head, but like to move somewhere that's really cheap and like to be able to have like the freedom financially to like do whatever pretty much, and like no one's gonna come in and tell you not to like build something or like
I mean, that's how Bam did it, right? Doing it in Westchester
yeah.
and building the Bam Mansion. I mean,
Yeah.
he had the right idea.
Yeah, that would have been a lot harder to do in LA.
Yeah.
So you think we should just buy the BAM Castle?
Did someone buy it already?
Wait,
I was just trying to think of like a way. I feel like we've seen like sad returns of that place. Every now and then you'll like see like, I don't know, someone skating in it. Seems kind of like a
Right. You've seen the Red Bull Skate Tales
Mhm.
featuring Bam Margera.
Mhm.
yeah.
But have you seen the Red Bull Skate Tales featuring Fancy Lad?
Is it out yet?
No.
No.
But
I was
that's
gonna
my
say
whole
like I want to
point.
watch it.
Well, that's what we were wondering. Have you seen it? Because if you have, that means it's out, and we haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
I actually work at Red Bull.
You work at Red Bull and CCS?
I'm an honorary Red Bull girl. They got me a car.
They got you is it a Mini Cooper?
Hmm.
Does it have a big stupid Red Bull can on it?
Yeah, it's a sugar-free car.
Oh, it's sugar free.
I only
I
have
actually-
the sugar-free ones.
I actually like the sugar free one.
They're
You
not
know-
bad.
Yeah, no, they're pretty. I mean, they're better than the regular one, I think. I mean, it still tastes like ass, which, not horrible, but
Yeah, we really need to start taking business advice from you because you seem to be
this
much
is the,
more successful than we are.
Yeah,
You
this
seem-
is the third CCS employee we've had on the podcast, and
I don't-
the first one that's given us any whiff of maybe you should do this, maybe this. Matt's all like, oh, maybe I'll take that idea for a new catalog under advice, and then fucking new catalog. Russ Pope, he's like, maybe I'll take that backpack idea. New backpack. Haven't seen it yet, but I hope he does do the backpack. It would be good.
Don't take any advice. I don't have much money. I did a sellout gig and I did like a Facebook commercial, and that money's pretty much gone.
Oh yeah, yeah. I actually saw you on that Facebook commercial.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What was the commercial? What is the commercial for Facebook?
I saw it on Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah. It was like they ran it during the Olympics too. And it was just about the no comply, and like I think I kind of faked my way through it because I don't really do that many no complies. And like the email where they like reached out to me, they're like, someone saw one of your no complies and was just so blown away they had to have you on. And I'm like, what clip did you see? Because I don't know if I've ever posted one, but I
Yeah.
ran with it. So
Hey, fake it till you make it.
yeah.
So, yeah. Well, I just want to congratulate you. You've made a colorful career out of doing what you love, and I applaud you for that. And I'm a little jealous myself.
Aw. You're pro. You have your own legacy.
I guess you're right. I guess I did build an empire.
Yeah.
No, tell him more.
Yeah, no,
You-
go on.
You built an empire, and you may not see the $1 billion, but you'll get a little bit of it, and then they'll teach college kids about you.
I know.
No, for real though, I love everything that y'all have like done, like put together, and definitely like helped, like, you know, want to skate. And that's like the most important part. It's like, oh,
Well, I do love the like bottom feeder and the whole. I love the sea change and the whole paradigm shift of the industry, and you know, just seeing you and many others, Chandler, Efron, be successful. You know, I just always just wanted to inspire anyone to showcase that this is for everybody. You don't have to be anything to, you know, try to be part of this industry. You can be yourself, but it just takes a lot of work, and
for sure.
that's it, you know.
No, and you definitely did that. Like, it's not. There's more entertaining things than difficulty of tricks, and yeah, I don't know. And like, not even saying tricks aren't difficult, but like that you can just make something entertaining in a different way than
Right.
the form, the mold.
Mm-hmm. If you don't have that certain, not that I mean, you even have to go after that certain skill level, but if you don't have that, you know, there's not one way of doing anything. So you can, you know, you can find your own path, and yeah, it's really
Thank you.
just it's yeah, it's just I don't even. I guess I already put it the way I wanted to put it there. You know, I don't need to reiterate, because then it'll be just you know, saying the same thing.
Redundant.
Exactly.
Did you get a lot of hate comments when you first made stuff?
Oh my God, that's the irony of the entire company, is that, I mean, we did kind of start it as a lark. Like, I didn't think that we would ever be successful nor last this long at all, but yeah, people absolutely. We got freaking probably 90% hate comments when we started. Probably 10% love. And if that.
Yeah.
I remember, Legs, when we came out with the first video, was like, I mean, if you guys can get one person who you don't know to genuinely become a big fan of the company, I think that you can consider yourselves successful. And I was like, all right, fair enough.
We got 10%.
Yeah.
Even better.
So, yeah, no, and that's why, too, I don't know, there's a certain point where, that's why I thought Bottom Feeder was pretty exciting. There's a certain point where you get to the, you know, this certain level of success where you get actual admiration from your peers, and it just almost doesn't even feel right in a way, and you're like, almost kind of don't know that you're even, like, staying true to your original mission statement almost. You're like, am I even on the same path that I was? Because people hated us when we started. Now everyone comes up to me and tells me how much they love the videos, but they're not riding a Fantasyland board.
Yeah, it's true.
That's the weird thing.
That's true.
You know, that's the weird thing.
I don't remember seeing your email on the big cartel, motherfucker.
It was a weird size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even today in the Amesbury park we went to, kid came up to me and he was like, oh my God, I love you guys. I'm like, well, you're riding a Baker deck, so this isn't making much sense to me. Okay?
And then he kicked his ass.
Yeah, obviously.
Well, I mean, he had it coming.
I had to.
Damn.
Well, anyway, Marbie, thanks for talking to us, and you know, it was a pleasure having you on. Hopefully one day we'll end up skating in person.
Yeah, that's skate. I mean, if you ever come to Oakland, let me know. And if I come to the East Coast, I'll definitely let you know.
I was thinking about making a trip to LA by the end of the year. I don't know if I'm going to make it to Oakland, but I might try.
All right, I could go down to LA. I have a car that fucking broke today, but
Dope.
And I play for the Oakland Raiders, so I'm actually out there pretty frequently.
Oh,
I
yeah.
might see you at some point.
they have
I
you
was-
training out there.
I was
They
thinking of-
actually have me training the rest of the team because they're all so fucking puny and pathetic, and I'm really good and strong.
That's true.
Mhm.
I was thinking about going to Oakland though to try to skate with Corey Duffel. I don't know if you ever skate with him.
No, I've never met him. So he's commented on my videos and has messaged me once because I put out a part like a little over a year ago, and he asked me if I picked that song. I was like, yeah. He's like, that's a good song. I was like, that's a good
There you go. That's
fucking compliment.
the best compliment you can get from him.
Yeah,
Being the fucking music snob that he is.
yeah.
Fucking Duff, man. Love you.
Damn,
Um,
a duff man.
Yeah, but apparently he lives like 20 minutes outside Oakland, so maybe you'll skate with him sometime.
Yeah. Hey, I got one more question. I don't. The yell exit thing, is that like when someone's like leaving and just yells something?
Interesting you ask.
That is an interesting question. Do you want to field this, Big Zo?
I will. On this early episode featuring Pastor Andy, he kept giving a bunch of shout outs. And we didn't like how that was sort of branded with other podcasts that give shout outs all the time. So we wanted to come up with our own term for it.
Mhm.
And so we thought, what the hell could be a synonym for shout out?
And I thought, you know what? Yell.
An exit.
Yeah.
Out.
For out. Yeah. Yeah.
For some reason, I was always thinking in movies when someone's like, be like, legends never die, or like just yelling something like before, like as they're like fading away in the distance.
Oh, and then exit scene left.
just like, yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
Zeppelin rules.
Yeah, like the last words. O'Doyle rules.
Yeah. That was Otto getting
Yeah, it's
sucked
Otto.
away by the sea.
The bus is going under. That's
Yeah.
the Lord of the Flies episode.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Zeppelin rules.
Last words.
Hard to do an Otto impression. Hurts my throat.
Zeppelin rules.
Zeppelin
That's dope.
rules. That's pretty good, but it hurt.
Thanks.
No, I was saying mine was good.
Oh,
Yours is okay. No, yours was good.
all right. Well,
But I can't say how your throat hurt after mine did.
Let me ask you a question.
Mhm.
Okay, what do you prefer more out of the podcast? Do you prefer Tom's
Mhm.
Michael Caine, or do you
Mhm.
prefer Bigzo's David Lynch?
Oh my god!
I'm curious.
Probably the David Lynch.
Yes.
That
In
is bullshit.
I've been to David Lynch's favorite bar. I'm not trying to make this conversation go forever, but
What is
it's in Madison, Wisconsin.
Is it a tavern in the square?
No, it's called La Tigre, and it's a tiger-themed bar.
He put the bomb.
I happen to love this tiger-themed bar.
Linoleum floor. Linoleum floor. Your lyrics are dumb, like a linoleum floor.
I love the song Linoleum by No Effects. Okay, you know what?
Yeah.
On that note, Marbie, have a great night.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
thanks again for being on. And yeah, we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thanks, Marbie. Bye.
All right, bye.
Oh, God, that was just great having Marbie on.
Oh, that was a fantastic episode. And what a fantastic guest.
You know, it's just one of those guests you dream about.
I've been dreaming a lot about guests lately.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like we shouldn't get into it.
I was going to say, can you mention what guests in particular you've been dreaming about?
Mostly Dane Berman.
Okay, well, what exactly happens in your dream when you're dreaming about Dane Berman?
He keeps shaving my head. He says, you need a slick dome like me.
Is it kind of like that scene in Fight Club where Tyler Durden shaving everybody's head, and he's like, "Space monkey getting ready to be shot into space." And he slaps your head.
It's kind of like that, but it's more like the scene in Fight Club where Edward Norton's in the church, and he's trying to relax, and the little penguin's like, "Slide," and then slides on its belly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's more like that. Or when Meatloaf gets his head blown off. Spoiler.
Well,
Bob.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about the penguin.
We really have talked a lot about the penguin or a penguin or pengu, all of these things.
Yeah. And it really makes you wonder, what's your spirit animal?
My spirit animal.
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably a squirrel.
Mm.
I'm all about that nut.
Yeah. I always just try and get that nut.
I'm always burying nuts or digging them up.
Yeah. Man, he's a squirrely motherfucker.
I'm a squirrely motherfucker. And despite the fact that I've always considered you a penguin-looking motherfucker.
Damn, bro. That's harsh.
What's your spirit animal?
You know what? That is a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna say the lion. Rawr.
Oh my God. Okay. That scared me for a second.
Really?
Because I thought that was a real lion in here. And I can't tell you might not be able to tell. I pissed my pants.
Yeah.
All right, so you could tell that?
Yeah, that's pretty obvious, actually.
Okay. I'm not sure if you could tell, but
I was judging by the
turn my chair. I also
two different colors on
I
your
also
pants.
shit my pants here.
Oh my God, 3 different colors.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the red in there. I don't know why there's blood in the stool. I feel like that is unrelated.
That's actually a serious medical condition, and you should actually really see a doctor.
Well, you know what? I'll wait for a doctor to tell me whether or not it's a serious medical condition.
Okay,
At this point, I will settle at it is a medical condition.
All right. Well, that's why I mentioned they should probably see one so they can
Right.
tell you that.
I'm just saying I feel like the severity will be determined by said doctor.
Yeah, okay. I guess we can agree on that.
All right. Well, you know what? There seems to be more blood coming out now.
All right. We actually really need to get Tom to a doctor. So I think that we should wrap up this episode real quick.
Oh, God. If you have extra wrap, maybe consider throwing some around my torso.
I will. But, before that, I don't know if you want to say see you next Tuesday.
Oh, our new call-off?
Yeah, do you want to maybe say see you next Tuesday? Because I already kind of have like a call-off that I'm kind of like familiar with. And I'm kind of
Well, how about this? Bigzo, you got anything you want to say to the fans out there?
I do. As a matter of fact, I do.
Mhm.
Keep on rocking in a free world.
All right, motherfuckers. See you next Tuesday.
Yeah.